Bismillahi, alhamdulillahi, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi, rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri, wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So alhamdulillah, today we are going to start our second lesson. First one we had done about the vocabulary, and we had just learned A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Today we are, like I had mentioned earlier, we are going to, our class will be about grammar. So this grammar class, it sounds like the word grammar itself sounds like so scary that you feel, oh my God, grammar, nouns, pronouns, demonstrative, interrogative, verbs, what are these? So I'm not going to teach this class like a regular grammar class, like a traditional grammar class. So basically what I'm doing is the part A, which I do on Monday, there will be 20 lessons, part A and B, A, B, A, B. So the part A of the lesson is on Monday, part B is on Wednesday. Part A, we did only vocabulary. So you just learned A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. You just learned those words. In part B, we are doing grammar. But what is going to happen? The words, we do the words in part A. In part B, we do grammar. Now, what is the grammar? Grammar will help us to connect words together to form a sentence. So in the grammar, we are just going to learn how to make sentences. Okay? How to make, not sentences, how to make like sensible sentences. Like I gave you the example last time, water, cup. You will learn what is water and cup in the first class, part A. In the part B, you will learn cup of water. Now you know, oh, cup of water, what it means. So like this, gradually in the beginning, like few 2-3 weeks, you won't know. But as we go ahead, you will see how everything is connecting. And inshallah, by the end of the course, you will be able to also speak some Arabic, enough as some Arabic for you to, interact, like if you go for Umrah or something, little bit. But at the end of all the 5 courses, you will learn a huge lot. So, okay. Yeah, one more thing. In my last class, I had, just let me share this screen. So in the last class, we had done vocabulary and I gave this to you all. So have you all done this course? I'm sure you must all have done this quiz, the Google quiz. And there were like how many questions? Like 6 questions? 6 question was testing you for the one. You had to only submit, and on submit, you could see your answers. So this is like a self-assessment. I'm not going to see your answers. It's for you to find out how much you learned at the end of the class. And I would prefer when you watch the whole class, immediately give these answers. So instantly, like, oh, how much I learned. So this is like a game for you. Now, also in my last class, I gave you this book. Now, all of you, you have this book. It is on our group. It's there. And I think I will also put it on the YouTube. I will put it in the description below. I'll put these links so that it's easy for everyone to see. So this is the book. And this was our table of contents. And last class, we did this, introduction and ta'awudh. We have finished this lesson. And the first lesson was, what was the first lesson about? This was the first lesson. Everything I taught was in this lesson. Then I also gave you homework. I gave everyone homework. This was our homework. Where's my homework? This is the workbook. And I gave you, this was the homework, that a'udhu. So you had to write, I seek protection, billahi, in Allah, minash shaitan, from shaitan, ar-rajim, the outcast. We learned this much. You had to write. You have to fill up the table below, number of pages, number of whatever, these numbers. You have to just write these numbers. From where do you get these numbers? Because you did the class, but maybe you don't remember. From where will you get the answers? Either you listen to my video again, or go back to the textbook which I provided you. Everything is there in this textbook. Here, see here, there are usually 600. Everything is over here. So if you look into the text, you will get all the answers. What are the 6 objectives? Objectives are right here, here. The first one, the objectives, of course. So this is also a homework for you, so that you can, those of you who want to go very deep into it and make your Quran into perfection, then go through all these homeworks, try to find time and do it, and that will really help you. Now, the other thing, I gave you this homework, and I also did tell you in the last class that you are all in the KG kindergarten class. You're all the little babies studying in the class because we are studying a new language. But then I also know that you're actually not babies, you're all adults. So I'm going to give you your own response to take care of your own responsibilities, and I'm not going to like literally check your work every week. Okay, have you finished this work? Give me your homework and I'll correction. I'm not doing that. That's up to you. According to your time and space, you will do all your work. So I'm going to, this was your homework. Those who did this homework, you need the answer for it, correct? Now where is the answer? Today I'm going to give you this book, English Workbook with Solutions, Part A. All the answers to the homework you'll find here. Look at this. So once you finish your homework, you will go to this page. You will see A'udhu, I seek refuge. Correct. Give a tick mark to yourself. Billahi, in Allah. Correct. Tick mark. Minash shaitan, from shaitan. Tick mark. Ar-Rajim, the outcast. Tick mark. Numbers, if you have all these numbers, give a correct. So this way you will have your answers. All right. Now for the next Monday, we'll do the next Monday. This is 2A. Like here, look at this. This will be homework 2A. Al-Fatiha, we are going Surah Al-Fatiha. 1, 2, 3 we will do. So you will give the answers here. The solution is here. Get it? So inshallah, I will also upload this on the WhatsApp. I will give you, and even on the YouTube, I'm going to upload all these books for you to get it. So all right, so this is good. Now I think we should just start with our class. So this was a little bit for the last time. Now I want to start my class. I just want to share the PowerPoint with you. Let me share the PowerPoint. Just a second. Okay, so you can all see it. If you don't see anything, then just you can just unmute yourself, Fatma, and just let me know if there's anything going wrong. Okay, because only now one person is allowed today to talk to me. All right, so we finished 1A. 1A was Salah. We started with vocabulary of Salah. Today we are doing 1B. This is going to be about the grammar. So let's do the grammar. So now we are going to learn, in today's lesson, we are going to learn 6 words only. 6 words are he, they, you, I, you all, we. Okay, so we are going to learn only these 6 words today. Okay, now let's take this word, yu'minun. Yu'minun, that means they believe. So yu'minun. Now, if in a typical grammar class, I will say yu'minun is ghaib, it is jama'a, it is muzakkir, it is mahmud, it is also bab if'al, it is fa'al mudari', it is marfu'. I mean, if I tell you all these things, what's happening in your head right now? It's like too much buzzing going on in the head, because actually this is grammar. Actually, this is the grammar. What is moment? Then you have to look at the word. Is it present, or is it feminine? Is it speaking in the first person? Is it in the second person? Is it singular? It is plural. So if I go into all that details, you will just like totally get scared, and all those terminologies are going to confuse you all the more, because I know I have gone through this and it's confusing. And that's the reason why I'm doing this course, because I'm sure when it was confusing to me, I'm sure it's confusing to many other people as well, because I remember I had started attending the grammar and I did quite a lot. Then I just like left and ran away. Then again, I rejoined. Then, I went through a little struggle to even get to learn all this. But so I'm not going to teach you in that. I'm not going to give you a book where I'm going to teach you this is noun and verb, nothing. So we are going to learn the grammar in such a way that we are able to form sentences. Like I'm speaking right now, I'm speaking correct English. I'm speaking correct, making correct sentences. My English is not wrong. Why? Because my grammar is strong. English vocabulary will come. Even now, there are many words in the English language I don't know the meaning. I'll open the dictionary. I don't know the meaning of all the words, but I can form sentences correctly. I can use correct tenses. I can use the everything I can, and I can write correctly. I will never make mistake in my speech. Why? Because my grammar is strong. I know how to connect the words and form a sentence. And this is exactly what I want to do with you all. I don't care whether you know what's the meaning of a verb or what is a noun, or I don't care. I just want to make sure that when you speak, you can speak correctly. This means when you read Quran, you should be able to understand what it is. Okay, so our aim is that. Okay, so now let's start now. So here I'm saying, so we make, so the grammar which I'm going to teach, it's going to be like simple, it's going to be fun and very easy. Okay, now how are we going to make it simple and fun? How is it going to be? By using TPI. Now, what is TPI? TPI is total physical interaction. That means physically, now we are on virtually, we are doing our class. We're not in the, if we were in a classroom setup, then it would be different. But right now we are in the sitting virtually, so we will try our best with this total physical interaction. So what do you mean by total physical interaction? That means we are going to use all your physical parts. You're going to use your eyes, your mouth to speak, your ears, your head, your hands. You're going to use all the parts. You're going to use your heart, the feelings. You're using your voice. You're going to use all this, and you're going to use your brains to think. So we're going to use all the parts of the body to interact, and that will, I promise you, if you do that, it will make your grammar so easy. It will just go like this. Like you won't even realize that, oh, actually you did grammar. Okay, now let's see. Now these are the senses. Let's work on these senses. Now, Fatma, you're going to repeat after me, okay? Now, look at this. You can see the picture. So what are we doing first? Think it, see it, hear it. Fatma, can you repeat after me? Think it.
Think it, see it, hear it.
See it, hear it. Hear it. Now, the next one, say it. Repeat. Say it. So what did we do? Now let's repeat after me. Think it. Actually, all of you are muted. All of you should say it. Okay. The sound is only Fatma because she's unmuted. But all of you should be repeating after me in your own, in front of your own computer. Okay. Think it.
Think it.
See it.
See it.
Hear it.
Hear it.
And say it.
Say it.
Okay. Now, after you've done this, now show it.
Show it.
You have to show with your fingers. Use your fingers. Show it.
Show it.
Then say, love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love what? Because it is Quran. We really love Quran. So we're going to love it. And we're going to do it together.
Do it together.
Very good. Thank you, Fatma. Okay, next. Use tick. So what happens? When we use TPI, you're using senses, all your senses, for effective and fast learning. And it is a powerful, easy, and a complete system for learning different form of words and pronouns. Believe you me, with your hands, when you show your hands, at that time you will be able to automatically, when I say a word, you'll automatically make a movement of your hand and it will tell you the meaning, the hand movements. So let's not stop. A'udhu billahi, protection from Allah. So don't let the shaitan stop you today, and don't say I will do it later. Do it and be like forceful about what we are doing. And even if you know Arabic, learn it. And also one more important thing I want to say. Whenever you all want to, when you want to learn anything new, the best way is to teach it. Fatma was in my class earlier for Tajweed. And Fatma, can you just a little bit tell everybody what you did? We did a whole tajweed, and mashallah, she's reciting well. And what Fatma did with her boys. Fatma, can you just tell us?
So assalamu alaikum. My name's Fatima. I have three boys, 7, 5, and 3. So with my 7 and 5, after I learned, like as I was learning tajweed with Madawi, I started teaching the same techniques to my sons too. So now they are in Mushaf and they're at the end of Amapara now.
Mashallah. So what did, and you know Fatma's recitation, Fatma, can you just recite something small?
I'll do Surah Quraish. Should I?
Whatever, just say Qul Huwallahu Ahad, anything, whatever you want, just something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي يطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
Mashallah, mashallah, jazakallah khairan. So what she did is, Fatma, she did the tajweed course with me. Mashallah, mashallah, she is like reciting almost like you know, the local speak, like an Arabic speaker. So nicely, her makharij, she's got hold of her makharij so well, and she's reciting so well. So what she did was she learned from me and she taught to her sons. So when you teach somebody else, Zarina, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that whenever we recite Quran, so Ta'awuz should be the first thing, and Tasmiyah after that.
Yeah,
Just
we know that. We are just right now we are just in a grammar class. We're just like trying to prove the points. Yeah, of course, I'm going to come to that. Don't worry, I'm going to come. That's why I taught you all A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim first. That's why I taught you all first. Okay, so now learning. So this is what happens is that when you're teaching, when you teach, you learn the best. So the best way, I always advise all of you all, please teach somebody. Whatever you learn today, go and teach somebody. Okay, now in this course, when after we finish the 20 classes, part A and B, you're going to learn 30 words in the grammar. In the grammar part, you're going to learn 30 words. And the 30 words are going to come 13,000 times in the Quran. These words, they're coming in the Quran 13,000 times. And now if you think of it, I said that there are 78,000 words and 50% we are going to do in this course. So this means in this course, you will finish 13,000 words. That means literally 140, half of that is 40,000. So let's say almost 1/3 of the words you're going to do only in the grammar classes. So it's going to be like make a huge difference. Now I want to say something. Now, something very easy. Now, whenever in the class, if I tell like move your hands, now I'm going to Fatma, you're going to put your video also on, and you're going to, I don't know if your video can be seen. Yeah, you can put your video on so we can see you also doing, or you don't mind. You don't mind, or okay,
No,
forget. No,
I
don't put your video because I'm going to publish it on YouTube. I don't want the whole world to be seeing everyone's view because I got dressed up nicely and I have come. So you just to keep yourself the way you're. All right. So now let me tell you something. Like when we learn something, like the children, I told you in the beginning, this is like a kindergarten class. So when the children learned something, what they do, I remember as a child. Uh, Let me think. Okay, I remember that one. Okay, whatever I remember. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Look at the actions. Twinkle, twinkle. That action, as a child, it put, oh, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. So I'm speaking and I'm using my hands. That is the total physical interaction. So that connection helped us. Now, this is when I was learning a poem as a child. But now I have a friend Fatma is living down there, little south to me, and I'm here in the woodland. And Fatma is coming to my house, and she's on the way, and I'm on the phone. So say I'm on the phone. Okay, Fatma, where have you reached? Okay, so Fatma, no, you're on I-45. No, 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 no. Go straight. Take the exit of 242. I think it's better you take the flyover, and you will come in the woodland. Oh no, Fatma, what have you done? You took the right turn. I told you to take the left turn. You saw how much of my hand I used on the phone. I'm on the phone. Nobody can see me, but look at me. I'm talking, moving my hands. That look, flyover, left turn, right turn. I'm using my hands to talk to somebody who's not in front of me. Okay, so this is like a normal, how a human beings brains work. So this is the way of the brains work. So we will learn our Quran in the same way, just the way to tell that give directions, just to give directions on the phone, I used my hands. So I think that is the best way to learn anything new or to communicate or to understand. So we are going to use our hands for everything. So why not use for Quran? See, we are always using our hands. So let's use our hands for Quran as well. So now let's start today's lesson. Today we are going to learn only 6 words. Okay, and we are going to practice together. Fatma, you're going to repeat after me. Rest of you, you're going to repeat in your own house. You're going to repeat. Okay, don't feel shy. Do whatever I'm asking you to do with your hands. Just do it the way I'm telling you to do. So let's take these first two. First two are huwa, means he. That means you're telling you're talking to somebody, that's he. Then they say hum, they. So what you're going to say when there is one, so this is like singular and this is plural. This is wahid and this is jama, many of them. So when it is huwa, you're going to always use one. For singular, you're going to use one. When it comes to plural, you're going to use all the 4 fingers like this. All right. So you're going to say huwa, and now you say hum.
Whom?
Yes. So huwa, they, he, hum, they.
Whom? They.
Yes. Again, repeat. And it's on the side. Look, my hand is going on the side. Fatma, you're going to do, all of you are going to do this. Huwa, he.
Huwa, he.
Hum, they.
Whom? They.
Again. Huwa, he.
Huwa, he.
Hum, they.
Whom? They.
So now you know. Huwa, that means he. Hum, they. So what's the meaning of huwa, Fatma?
He.
What's the meaning of hum?
They.
So again. Huwa, he.
Huwa, he.
Hum, they.
Whom? They.
Okay, we got this. Now, let's learn the other two. Now, for the other two, now that was about somebody else. I'm talking about the second person. He, huwa. Now, I'm talking singular, you and me. So, anta, that means you, I'm talking to you. Anta means you. So, I'm going to use one finger because I'm only pointing towards you. Anta. And then for myself, it's only alone me. Ana.
Ana.
So now say, anta, you.
Anta, you.
Ana, I.
Ana, I.
Anta, you.
Anta, you.
Ana, I.
Ana, I.
So, anta, what does it mean?
You.
Ana, what does it mean? I. Anta.
You.
Ana.
I.
So, anta, ana. Anta, ana. That means you, I. You, I. So, let's take this 4 together. Huwa, he.
Huwa, he.
Hum, they.
Whom? They.
Anta, you.
Anta, you.
Ana, I.
Ana, I.
Again. Huwa, he.
Huwa, he.
Hum, they.
Whom? They.
Anta, you.
Anta, you.
Ana, I.
Ana, I.
So how did I say? Huwa, he, hum, they. Anta, you, ana, I. And then the last two, these two words, they are little in bluish. We are going to use a different voice level, because the voice level also, if you keep listening to my voice little differently, it will eventually be sitting in your brain. The last two words, we're going to use little heavy basic. Antum, you all. So antum is for, huh? Antum, you all.
Antum, you all.
Nahnu, we.
Nahnu, we.
Antum, you all.
Antum, you all.
Nahnu, we.
Nahnu, we.
So we should know now. We have learned all this. Huwa, he, hum, they. Anta, you. Ana, I. Antum, you all. Nahna, we. Antum, you all. Nahna, we. So I just made my sound a little higher pitched so that, you can like sort of differentiate. So let us do it together, Fatma. Huwa, he,
Huwa, he.
hum,
Hum,
they.
they.
Anta, you.
Anta, you.
Ana, I.
I.
Antum,
Antum,
you
you
all.
all.
Nahnu,
Nahnu,
we.
we.
Very good. So, Fatma, can you read it yourself?
Huwa, he. Hum, they. Anta, you. Ana, I. Antum, you all. Nahnu, we.
Nahnu, we. Very good. That's very good. So, huwa, what's the meaning of huwa?
He.
Hum,
They.
anta,
You.
ana,
I.
antum,
All.
nahnu.
We.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you. Okay, what's the meaning of ana?
I.
What's the meaning of hum?
They.
Huwa,
He.
nahnu.
We.
Not fair. This was all cheating. You saw everything. Okay, all right. So basically now we have to learn. Who? Let's repeat it together 3 times. Okay. Huwa, he,
He.
hum, they.
They.
Anta,
Anta,
you.
you.
Ana, I.
I.
Antum,
Antum,
you
you
all.
all.
Nahnu,
Nahnu,
we.
we.
Again, twice more. Huwa,
Huwa,
he,
he.
hum,
Whom
they.
they.
Anta,
Anta,
you.
you.
Ana,
And
I.
I.
Antum,
Antum,
you
you
all.
all.
Nahnu,
Nahnu, we.
we. Once more. Huwa, he,
Huwa, he.
hum,
Whom
they.
they.
Anta,
Anta,
you.
you.
Ana, I.
I.
Antum,
Antum,
you
you
all.
all. Nahnu,
Nahnu,
we.
we. So, mashallah, we have learned these, mashallah, we have learned the 6 words that occur in the Quran 1,295 times, almost 1,300 times, 1,300 times. So we have learned already, and you have to now don't those, for those it is new, for those if it is new for you, then don't worry. I mean, this is not over. You'll think, oh, how can I learn the 6 words so? No, it's not over, because the same thing, this is the sort of base or the foundation, and the same thing now will be repeated again and again in the following lessons at intervals, in different forms and in different ways. So don't worry, it will all come. So I know, like in one setting, if you are not familiar in one time, now you cannot remember everything, but it's going to be now repeated. There's repetition, will keep on, and that way you will understand. And of course, you're going to go, when you go home, you'll do your test, not test you the yeah, you will be doing your quiz test also, the self-assessment, and I've got given you workbooks. You can do that. So once you do a little bit of homework, and also remember the vocabulary sheet I gave you, you're going to keep that vocabulary sheet with you always. So every class, whatever we have, just keep it in your pocket. Keep that paper in your pocket, and each time whenever you're free, just read it. So that will also help you to learn. So don't get disappointed if you just don't learn by tonight. You'll say, oh, I can't remember. So don't get disappointed. There's a lot of time, and we'll learn it all together. Now let's do a little quiz for you. Fatma, the 6 words Huwa, hum, anta, ana, antum, nahnu occurs in the Quran almost how many times?
Option number D, 1300, like almost 1300 times.
Very good. That's our correct. Your answer is correct. Next, meaning of anta.
You.
Correct. Next, plural of ana.
Plural of ana.
Plural.
You. Anta.
Ana.
Nahnu. Yeah.
Nahnu. Yes, you got it. I went a little faster. You got it. You got it correct. Plural of huwa.
You all. So.
Huwa. And then?
Whom.
Yes, that's the plural.
They.
Yes, there you are. Huwa, hum. Meaning of antum.
You all.
Antum. And then nahnu. So you remember my fingers? Antum. And nahnu. So the answer is you all.
You all.
Correct. That now, isn't that easy and interesting? So every grammar lesson, it will show you how close now we are going to get to the Quran. See, you already know these 6 words. You have learned these 6 words, mashallah, and you are going to learn more and more. Now, we learned those were the basic words. Now, today I'm going to teach you 2 words. We are going to do spoken Arabic. Now, you can see on top I have a picture, spoken Arabic. Now, we are going to learn how to speak Arabic, okay? Now, man. There's one question, is man. But you know, when it is min, when there's a kasra, min means from. But there's a fatha on top. Man. Man means who, and Muslim and Muslimun. 2 words. Muslim is, you know, a Muslim, and Muslimun is a plural of Muslim. So you're learning 2 words today, man and Muslim. Okay. And this word man occurs in the Quran 831 times. Now let's practice. Now, didn't I tell you we'll practice? Huwa hum. You can see huwa hum. But now we are going to say man huwa. Man huwa means who is he? Wo kaun hai? But you see the difference? Man means who. Like actually he's saying who he. In Arabic, we are saying who he. So I said in the beginning, Arabic is actually easier than English. I said that. And here, look at this. You only say who he. You don't have to say who is he, or you don't have to say wo kaun hai. No, you just say wo. You say kaun hai, man hua, kaun hai. You say who he. See, so I'm just trying to like prove a point there that it is easy once you get the hang of it. Inshallah, you'll just know the Quran. You just understand the whole Quran. So man hua. Now let's answer. Man hua, who is he? What's the answer? He is a Muslim. So you will say, huwa Muslim. Man hua, who is he? He is a Muslim. Then the next one, man hum. What's the meaning of man hum, Fatma?
Who are they?
Who are they? Who? Hum? They. Who they? So basically we're saying who they. Like she said, who are they? Because she said it in English. But if you say it in English, you just say who they. Man hum, man hum. So the answer is, who are they? They are Muslimun, not Muslim. They are not Muslim, they are Muslims. So who is he? He is a Muslim. Who are they? They are Muslims, plural. So Muslimun is plural. You will use a plural here. So man huwa, Fatma?
Man huwa, who is he?
Give me the answer. I'm asking you a question. We are speaking now. We are speaking. Man huwa?
Huwa Muslim.
Good. Man hum?
Hum Muslimun.
Very good. So we are going to use only the words in the Quran now, because basically our idea is to understand the Quran. So I'm just going to use very Quranic words, you know, all the words which are in the Arabic Quranic words. So man huwa? Well, now let's go to the other one. Let's go to this one. Man anta? Man antum. So can you now, Fatma, you can you just answer? All of you think in your mind the answer. Man anta. Give me an answer for this, Fatma. Let me see if you can say it. Man anta?
Who are you?
And then answer. See my fingers. Man anta?
Ana
Yes.
Muslim.
So man anta, you will say ana Muslim. That is, who are you? So you will say I am
I
Muslim.
am a Muslim.
See, man anta, ana Muslim. So who are you? I'm a Muslim. Then I say man antum. Give me an answer.
Antum Muslimun.
No. Man antum. I'm asking you, man, I'm asking a question. Man antum. Now you answer. Man antum.
Nahnu Muslimun.
Very good. You got it. Yeah. Nahnu Muslimun. See, antum. So you antum. Nahnu. So man. Now let's do this together. Man huwa. Fatma, you can. Let's repeat it. Man huwa.
Man huwa.
Huwa Muslim.
Huwa Muslim.
Man hum.
Man hum.
Hum Muslimun.
Hum Muslimun.
Man anta.
Man anta.
Ana Muslim.
Ana Muslim.
Man antum.
Man antum.
Nahnu Muslimun.
Nahnu Muslimun.
MashaAllah. So we got that. Now, come on, test. Are you ready for test?
Yes.
Fatma, answer me. Man antum?
Ana Muslimun.
Very good. Good. Then next one. Man anta? Man anta?
Nahnu Muslimun.
Ana.
Ana Muslim.
Okay.
Yes, Reena. Good. Very good. Man anta means man anta. That means आप कौन है? आप बोलेंगे मैं मुस्लिम हूँ. Who are you? Who are you? I am a Muslim. So man anta, fingers. Look at the finger. Man anta, ana
Muslimun.
You got it? So man anta, ana Muslim. Then, who are you? Plural. Who are you? Which one is correct? Who are you? Man anta, man hum, ana Muslim, man antum.
Man
Who are
anta.
Man anta. Very. Who are you?
Man antum.
In
Plural.
plural.
No, 1 minute. Let me tell you. You forgot to read the word plural here. Who are you? You have to ask in plural sense.
Okay, so it's like
Who are you
what
all? That means who are you all? So man antum. Yeah, it's okay.
Man
You gave me the
antum.
answer. You didn't see this plural. Pluralist means always you say it in the plural. So man, who are you?
Man antum.
Very good. All right. Now we finished that little quiz. Now there's something I want to say. Like when we write, when you write a text message and all, sometimes instead of saying "Are you coming?" you write the letter "Are you coming?" Isn't it? We do this short form. So short form. Sorry. So like this, even in Arabic, in the Quran, you will see these short forms. Wa, just the letter wa means and. Just the letter fa means so, thus. And thus the letter a also the hamza means what. But we are just going to do these two today. So wa, just a letter wa means and fa means thus. And also sometimes in the Quran you will see it also without, sometimes not in the Quran they always put the harakat there, but you see the written Arabic, sometimes they will just write wa. So when you see wa, that you understand wa means and. Okay. So so now because repeatedly so it is saying here Arabic is an interesting language. Repeatedly used words are written with just one letter. Because were and so and were, we keep using these words. So they are repeated. So they just write it with one letter and there's no space next to it. And what else? Oh, the amazing Arabic. You don't have vowel signs in general books. Only letters are enough. Saves time. I mean, this is just, let me go ahead with this. Okay. Separate the beginning letters. So now what are we going to do? Let's separate. Were, whom. So these are actually two different words. Sorry, not whom. Sorry, I'm sorry. Hua. So hua is him, but he. So wa, whom. Now we are going to break hua, whom into two parts. Wa plus hua. Wa, hua, and he. Okay. Wa hua in Quran, it's written like this. You will see it written wa hua, but actually wa hua are two words, separate words, and they are broken. I'm breaking down to show you like this. And then wahum, Wahum, it's written in Quran, wahum, and they. So, and they. So they're written so much in a short form. So, wahuwa, wahu, and wahum. All right. Now, Fatma, all we are going to do, we have learned huwa, hum, huwa, hum, anta, ana, antum, nahnu. Remember what we did again? Huwa, hum, anta, ana, antum, nahnu. We know this all. Now, all we are going to say is that we're going to say wa, huwa, and he, and they, and you, and I, and you all, and we. So we're just going to add were. So in this way now, even that huwa, hum, antana will all, you'll have a second practice. So this is, like I told you, you will repeatedly, it's going to come. So we have added a new word, were means and now we are going to connect the two together. Fatma, repeat after me. Wahuwa and he.
Wahua and he.
Wahum and they.
Wahum and they.
So now, you did not stop me, Fatma. I cannot say wahuwa like this. I have to use my hands. I have to use TPI, the total physical interaction. So wahuwa, repeat.
Wahua.
Everybody should do that. Wahuwa.
Wahua.
Wahum.
Wahum.
Wa anta.
Wa anta.
Wa ana.
Wa ana.
Wa antum.
Wa antum.
Wa nahnu.
Wa nahnu.
Again. Wahuwa.
Wahua.
Wahum.
Wahum.
Wahuwa.
Wahua.
Wahum.
Wahum.
Wahuwa and he.
Wahua and he.
Wahum and they.
Wahum and they.
Wahuwa and he.
Wahua and he.
Wahum and they.
Wahum and they.
Now let's come to the second next two. Wa anta and you.
Wa anta and you.
Wa ana and I.
Wa ana and I.
Wa anta and you.
Wa anta and you.
Wa ana and I.
Wa ana and I.
Wa antum. Did you get scared? Wa antum.
Wa
Repeat.
antum.
Wa nahnu.
Wa nahnu.
Wa antum.
Wa antum.
Wa nahnu.
Wa nahnu.
Wa antum and you all.
Wa antum and you all.
Wa nahnu and we.
Wa nahnu and we.
Wa antum and you all.
Wa antum and you all.
And nahnu, we.
Wa nahnu and we.
And again, wa antum and you all.
Wa antum and you all.
Wa nahnu and we.
Wa nahnu and we.
MashaAllah, very good. Let's say it together. Wa huwa and he.
And he.
Wa hum and they.
And they.
Wa
Wa
anta.
anta and you.
You. Wa ana.
Ana and I.
Wa antum.
And you all.
All. Wa nahnu.
And we.
We. So, did you get it? You want a little more practice? Will you remember? Basically, it is huwa, hum, anta, ana, antum, anahnu. We only added wa to it, and. So, let's do once more. Wa huwa and he.
And we.
Wa hum and they.
And they.
Wa anta and you.
And you.
Wa ana
Wa
and
ana
I.
and I.
Wa
Wa
antum and you all. Wa
Wa
nahnu.
nahnu and we.
So you should have got it a little bit. You're getting it, Fatma? It's coming in your head. Yeah. Okay. Good. So now we are going to use wa. We finished. Let's take fa. I told you that wa means and fa means so or thus. It will always come in the Quran. So fa means so or then or thus, something like this. So this happened. So I went to the market. And I went to the market, so I went to the market. Look, the difference in the meaning. When I'm going to say, yeah, I went to the school and I went to the market. But you say, I needed some vegetables, so I went to the market. So there's a difference in the meaning. So we did and, we did were, we just added were and it became and. The sentence, you have learned how to say the sentence just by saying were, not sentence, sorry, the connection of the word. Now we will just add for to the same list of 6 letters. We'll just add for and do some more practice. So now, fahuwa, so he. So let's break it up. Fa is another word, huwa is another word. So fa is so and huwa is he. Then again, fahum, so they. So fa huwa, so he, fahum, so they. So now let's do the same thing. Fa means thus or so. I find saying so easy because thus sounds like a classical English, thus and thou and art, So let's say so because it sounds easy to the ears. So we will say fahuwa, so he, fahum,
Fahuwa,
they. So repeat after me, Fatma. Fahuwa, so he.
PPI.
Oh, sorry.
PPI.
Thank you. Thank you. That's why I have you. So you can have a check on me too. TPI. Fahuwa.
Fahuwa,
He.
so he.
Fahum.
Fahum,
So they.
so they.
Again. Fahuwa.
Fahuwa,
So he.
so he.
Fahum. So they.
Fahum, so they.
Okay. Fahuwa. So he.
Fahuwa, so he.
Fahum. So they.
Fahum, so they.
Fahuwa. So he.
Fahuwa, so he.
Fahum. So they.
Fahum, so they.
Got this the first couple we got together. Now let's do the next pair together. Now, anta. So you will say, instead of saying anta, ana, anta, ana. Now you'll say fa anta.
Fa
So
anta,
you.
so you.
Fa ana. So I.
Fa ana, so I.
Fa anta. So you.
Fa anta, so you.
Fa ana. So I.
Fa ana, so I.
So let's do now those 4 together. Fa huwa. So he.
Fahuwa, so he.
Fahum. So they.
Fahum, so they.
Fa anta. So you.
Fa anta, so you.
Fa ana. So I.
Fa ana, so I.
Good. Now the last 2. Fa, so. So fa, antum.
Fa antum,
All.
so you all.
All. Fa, nahnu.
Fa nahnu,
So we all.
so we all.
Fa antum. So you all.
Fa antum, so you all.
Fa nahnu. So we all.
Fa nahnu, so we all.
Fa antum. So you all.
Fa antum, so you all.
Fa nahnu. So we all.
Fa nahnu, so we all.
Okay, so let's do all together. Fahuwa, so he.
Fahuwa, so he.
Fahum, so they.
Fahum, so they.
Fa anta, so you.
Fa anta, so you.
Fa ana, so I.
Fa ana, so I.
Fa antum, so you all.
Fa antum, so you all.
Fa nahnu, so we all.
Fa nahnu, so we all.
Good. Fatma, give me the answers quickly. In English, only in English. Fahuwa.
So he.
Fahum.
So they.
Fa anta.
So you.
Fa ana.
So I.
Fa antum.
So you all.
Fa nahnu.
So we all.
MashaAllah, good. Now let's do a little quiz together. Meaning of wahum.
And they.
Correct. Next, Meaning of antum.
So you all.
So you all correct. Translate for hum muslimun.
So they are Muslims.
MashaAllah. Good. All right. So now, some of you in this class must be already knowing some grammar. Shahida auntie, though she's up the bilkul expert grammar. She knows a lot of grammar and she gives me a lot of tips in teaching also. So you must be all thinking that why is Madawi not doing? She's just doing huwa. So basically, we are just doing the masculine part of it. We're not doing the feminine gender, and we are not doing dual either. So we are only doing huwa, hum. So huwa, hum we are doing, and huma is actually the dual. So in Arabic, remember, in English language and even in Urdu, we have singular and plural. A boy, boys. There is no dual. But in Arabic, we have a singular, dual, and jama. That means the plural. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not teaching you any dual right now. And nor am I teaching you feminine. Now see, hiya, huma, hunna, this is feminine. No, we are only addressing a man. We are addressing a male over here. Only we are talking about a male. And the other, the dual and feminine, all that later on when I will start teaching, it will come like very easy. But right now, if I tell you, you'll be so confused. So I don't want to confuse you. So I'm not going to teach you dual. I'm not going to teach you feminine gender. Okay. So only this we will do. Now, the reason why I picked up male, then you will say, oh Madhavi, why aren't you doing feminine? Why didn't you start from there? The reason is that in Quran it is always said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, means oh you those who believe, oh those all those who believe. Now whenever in the Quran, whenever like anything, oh those who believe, that means it's addressing the believers. Believers, who are the believers? Is it only man? Can only the men are the believer? No, even the ladies are also, women are also believers. So whenever you address in the Quran, whenever anything is said, it's always understood it's addressing the mankind. Mankind means all men and women. So that's the reason why I have chosen the masculine gender. So we are only going to learn the masculine gender. We are not going to do feminine. We are not going to do dual right now. You're going to only master yourself in the masculine gender, because when you say, like even in the world, now also when we say something generally, we always say the word he. So it involves both men and women in it. So I don't want you all to get onto that and get confused. Just think about these everything as a masculine gender. So all right. So now today's lesson is complete. We learned all that. Whatever words had to be done, it's done. But I want to give you a learning tip. Okay. Sometimes I give tips, for you to encourage you and to understand. Now you can learn. This is for the tip for today. That you can learn. You can learn. Sometimes some of us say, "Oh, mera dimag nahi chalta. I cannot. My brain doesn't work. I can't learn." No, it's wrong. You have a brain. Allah has given you a brain right in the head. So use that brain for learning Quran, because this brain is like a computer in the head, and it is so powerful. The brain, you have no idea how powerful Allah has made our head over here, the brain inside the head. Now, tip number 1. Our brain contains 100 billion cells. I don't know if anybody I cannot confirm this, but there are 100 billion cells in our head, the 100 billion neurons into our head right now. And each cell, 100 billion cell, and each cell has 20 branches. So it's like a tree with 20 branches. Okay, so each cell, 100 billion cells, and each cell has 20 billion branches. And even the shocking fact is these branches, the branches which are coming, they meet and separate. So they meet and separate. So How fast are they doing it? 500 times per second. So these are meeting and so this is like continuously it's going on. Like fast, 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 it's breathing. So Allah has given too much capacity in our head. We feel we cannot do it, but when it comes to actually doing it, we can do it because there's so much, Allah has given so much power. We barely use all the power. And you must have seen in your life, the more you get pressure, the more you're able to take it. The more pressure comes, you can take it. So this is also a challenge to you. You have to learn the Quran. You have to take the pressure, and once you start doing it, you will be in the flow, and it will be like an addiction for you that you have to do it. And if you cannot do it, you say no, come what may, I need to complete it. All right. Now, after every class, I'm going to give you this battery. This is your battery for today. All of you look at this battery. Now these battery we have, I'm saying about the part A and part B, the what class we did on Monday and today. In the two classes, you have learned 12 words today. Okay? And these words are appearing almost 7,248 to be precise in the Quran. So look at your battery over here. So look at the green battery here. So you've reached almost 7,300. So gradually, every Wednesday, I'm going to give you your battery and I'm going to keep increasing. You will see how much you've learned. So today, my sisters, you all have learned 7,248 words which occur in the Quran. Because these words are repeating in the Quran all the time. You already have reached this place in the battery. Now, gradually, by the end of this course, we are going to reach 50,000. And this is just the first course. We are going to learn 50,000 words in the Quran. That means every other word of the Quran you'll know, inshallah. Now, if you know every other word of the Quran, it will not mean that you will know the whole Quran, because you will know it in bits and pieces. But at least you know the 50,000 words of the Quran. You will be able to understand what it means. All right, now homework. I want to give you a little homework for yourself. Keep it as your regular, not homework, actually I can say a habit. Just make it into a habit. What you're going to do is two homeworks are on tilawa. That means what you do is every day, I'm sure all of you are already doing it. If you're not doing it, try to do it, that every day 5 minutes you open the Quran and from the Mus'haf, just read the Quran for 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes from the memory, whatever you remember, your walkings, anything, just say from your mouth for 5 minutes. Anything, if you're trying to remember a surah, trying to memorize a surah, or if you're already, something, say some dua or whatever, 5 minutes. So this is 10 minutes. The next homework 2 is on study. What are you going to study? You're going to study, I have given you everything. I've given you a vocabulary sheet. That sheet should always be with you. Print it out, keep the sheet with you in your purse, stick it on the fridge, put it everywhere, and whatever I'm teaching you, keep looking at it. Then you also have your books. I've given you the textbook, I've given you the workbook, even the answers I have given you. You have that as well, so you can do that. Then the other homework is you can, like 1 hour, of course it's a long time. If you want, you can listen to whatever. But the very important thing, the other 3 are talk about the course, recite different surahs and salah. Yeah, talk about the course. The other thing is whatever I'm teaching you, sisters, I'm telling you, the best way to learn is to teach somebody. So whatever I teach, just try to pass it down to anybody. And when you teach, you will learn better. And of course, when you are in your salah, try to recite different surahs in your salah as much as possible. So you are the chosen one. Allah has selected you to learn Quran. So don't reject this selection by walking away, and pray for yourself. Say, Rabbi Zidni Ilman, and pray for your classmates also, that may Allah help us to learn the Quran, all of us together, and achieve our goal. Insha'Allah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. So let us all do dua together. May Allah help us to recite the Quran. May Allah help us to understand the Quran. May Allah help us to ponder over the Quran. May Allah help us to implement the Quran. May Allah help us to propagate the Quran. And may Allah help us to memorize the Quran. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.